here we are at Brean down. We're going to go up the steps of doom in a minute. We've got Jack with us, and down getting his stuff out of his car is Adam. So we're going to do a bit of filming with Adam today. He's not had a ray off the shore, so that's our target, is to try and get him a ray off the shore. And then we'll explain a bit more about Adam when we're at the top and on the mark. Yeah. So Adam's, have you pressed it? So Adam's into a fish. First bite we've seen. We've been here about an hour fishing. So same Connor, Adam?
I think so. It's not very big if it is.
You might be wondering why Adam's winding like that, but we'll have a chat with him in a minute.
Get on there, Jack.
Well, it was a good little bite, wasn't it? Yeah. I did tell you, didn't I? We should start catching fish now.
Yeah.
Is there anything there, Jack?
No.
Oh, we can't see it yet. No.
Oh. On the bottom.
Right.
That's annoying. That's a good little
We'll
bite.
come back to you in a minute.
Sorry, Jack.
We'll get Adam set up again. He'll cast out there again, and then we'll go from there. So first little fish on the bank. Little strap. I thought I'd just film that, but I obviously didn't press the button properly. So yeah, Adam's just lost one. We think's either going to be a little strap or a bass. So I'll just get another fresh bait out there and we go again. So I've decided to come fishing today with two idiots in shorts in this rain. Idiot one, idiot two. I know, it's still a little thunder, isn't it?
But Rich has had a fish. It's only a little scrap. Jack's a scrap. But it's a fish.
Fish is a fish.
A fish is a fish, especially in this. I've just reminded I've had enough. Oh, it's bigger than the last one.
It is bigger than the last one, yeah, but only just.
Only just, but
Well done, Jacko.
that's an actual strap. The last one's like a big fish.
Trying to get out of the wind here so we can watch Adam cast. I mean, for most of us, just try and cast one-handed, see how you get on. As a lot of you know, I moaned like mad last year about my shoulders. And then I met Adam at a fishing comp, and I didn't mention my shoulders again after that. Adapt to it. We'll have a chat about him in a minute. Hopefully when this get a bit of a break in the weather, we'll have a chat to him. Right, Adam's had a cracking bite there.
It's come on.
That's it!
Yeah. Oh. Fuck's sake. What have I got to do?
That was a mental bite on the crab. Right, we're getting that one out there.
That was a fucking cracker. I was dead set on. Right, that was a good bite.
Right, so as I was explaining earlier about Adam casting at one hand, he'll explain, might not go into detail, but he might go into a little bit about why he only uses one hand.
Oh, I So yeah, I'm Adam and I fish one-handed. I've fished since I was 17. Obviously, I had two hands then, and unfortunately, 10 years ago, I had a really bad car accident where I broke my neck in two places through C6, C7 vertebrae in my neck, and lost the use of my right arm through paralysis, which is not ideal, but I've been able to adapt and overcome and carry on fishing, which I've lost a lot of things. I don't get to ride motocross anymore. I don't get to play cricket anymore, but I can still fish, and I'm loving it. I do carp fishing, I do sea fishing, do a bit of river fishing now and again. Already lost two fish here today, so I'm not doing ideal here today. But you know, the last one was a really good bite, and we've lost it. But you know, that's why it's called fishing and not catching. But yeah, no, that's why I fish one-handed, and I've had to adapt a lot of things in the way I fish. I've gone from casting with two hands, obviously, and doing an overhead cast, and being able to cast quite a long way, to now struggling, probably sea fishing maximum cast about 80 to 85 yards. And on a day like today with the wind, probably only about 40 to 50. But yeah, like baiting up, obviously that's a lot harder, and I'm sure Rich will get some.
We'll get some footage of squid bait or something.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Bait elastic enough, I have to use my feet, and I use parts of my body, contort myself to make sure I can get it done, and bait it up and cast. I do a mixture of, I was trying to explain to Rich earlier, I don't my cast it's my style, but it works. I do like a mixture of like a side cast and a back cast. I've been with some people on school fishing using back casting, and I was like, you know what, that might work, and then I've just put my own little twist on it just to make it work for me one-handed. Already had a bit of a mistake a minute ago where I decided to cast in front of me, you know, with my head into the water and it just landed on the grass. But
I mean, you couldn't do that with two.
I probably could. I could, yeah, you did.
I did about 5 minutes before he did.
you were in the water.
Yeah,
mine I was trying to catch seagulls, but yeah, that's what I do when I do it, and I'm enjoying it. And like I said, I've got a big carp fishing competition coming up where, well, I'm trying to get myself back into it. I mean, made a tournament I wasn't doing it, and now I want to do it. So it comes to that. And, yeah, fishing for the country, and it's all good fun. Like, I want to see how far I can take the sea fishing now. I'm getting better at it all the time. Like I said, I've been doing this the longest before I even considered carp fishing and river fishing. So if I can get good at doing this, I'm just gonna have to figure out a way to cast it further sometimes because some places need that. So
I mean, it doesn't need it here really, but like Adam said, the wind is. It was supposed to be behind us all day, and it's swung round right into our face now. So it's a bit annoying, but there you go.
I've had 2 bites though, so
Not too right, yeah. So I'm gonna we're gonna take Adam out on our boat, do a bit of boat fishing with him. So
I'll have to get a new boat rod. I've been using
well,
mine for
like I said
things.
before, you can
I can
borrow
borrow
my
them.
stuff.
I've been using mine for things that should be useful, like catching conkers on piers and stuff.
So yeah, so hopefully we will come back to you in a minute with a bit of baiting up with Adam, showing you how he does the squid.
Maybe try and get some videos of you casting.
I've done a bit of you casting, yeah.
I'll try and get a better one.
Yeah.
I'll try and get one that looks impressive.
And I did, as I said earlier, I've promised Adam I won't moan about my shoulders anymore. So, right, we'll be back to you in a bit. Right, so hopefully the wind's not going to spoil this, but Adam's going to try and show you how he does it one-handed.
Here's my good mate elastic. Have the guts already.
As you can see, he gets about a foot or so line off. I'll come around the other side now.
So there you go. Yeah, hold up your foot. I'll let it cross like that. Back. So it normally takes a while because I normally put it too far. There we go. I will be honest, it's a lot easier when there's no grass.
Yeah.
This is what we're playing with today.
Obviously with the elastic under his foot, he's keeping the tension on. And as you all know, with a bluey bait or an anchovy or something, they're pretty soft, so it makes it a bit harder.
It's not the easiest.
Bit of grass in there as well.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that looks pretty neat to me, and Adam was saying earlier that when he was first doing it, it looked horrendous.
It was.
But,
It was a bit mashed up, but they're getting there. I've had some that almost look pretty.
but pretty good.
Well, good enough for a fish to eat.
Yeah.
Put it that way. There we
So
go.
there you go. Just like that.
See, I can do them a bit neater when there's a bit of squid and a bit of crab, and one of these things is probably the best thing I've invested in, if I'm honest. When I put something on either side, I can literally hold it together, and I hold it between my legs. I'll show you how I do it. So I literally hold it like this between my legs, hold it together, and then obviously wrap. And yeah, that's been a life changer for me. Definitely using worm, squid, and stuff like that, because I can concertina worm on, squid on the other side, make a wrap, and then I can put the hooks through it and then wrap again, and it tightens everything up and holds it all together for me. So that's basically how I do my baiting. But there.
And Adam was saying the only thing he can't really do or he struggles with is actually threading worm. Sorry if he makes a sausage out of it and hooks it on like that, but
Exactly, yeah.
not threading it up through.
No, lug worm's a lot easier for me because I can concertina fold them onto the, and I put about 3 on here, and then put squid on the other side and wrap them. But when it's ragworm and they split and rip too easy, I just can't thread them on. I can't put them on a needle and then thread them onto a hook. I just can't. Yeah, I haven't got the knack of doing that. Maybe one day I'll find a way, but right now it's not happening. Right, let's see if we can.
And I think I might have said to you before, the first time I met Adam at a club match, I couldn't believe how easy he'd done a clip down. Whereas sometimes I struggle with clipping it up, clipping it down, a clip down, and Adam just does it one-handed. So there you go. Hopefully he's going to get this one out there now and get that fish. That's all we want, it's just for a fish. So if you can go along to Lex's YouTube channel, the Autistic Sea Angler and Dad, and give that one a like. Just saying how quiet it was, and then I get a nice slack line. Nothing yet.
You're joking?
No. No, nothing there. We get fresh bait out of there and go again. Right, so my line was a bit slack. I tried tightening it up and it wouldn't tighten up, so it just kept going slack. And yes, I had a fish on there when I went in. And it's a tope. That is the size of the bait. Whole anchovy and a lovely little tope. About a foot long, I would imagine. Right, we'll get a quick little photo and we'll put him back. Right, so that's the end of the session. 2 little straps, 1 little tope. It's been pretty poor really. Adam's had a few bites. He had a cracking bite that would have been, I mean, I'm guessing a biggish bass. I mean, it did really go over well. Jack's gone. He's going out tonight, so he's already left. He didn't even have a bite. So Adam had a couple of bites. So I had three small fish. So that's fishing. And we will be out, like I said, we'll be out with Adam again. There he is. I'll be out with Adam again. We'll probably go on the boat at some stage, get the weather and everything right, and get out on the boat.
Might even try and teach one of my spots.
Yeah, and Adam's got a few spots he wants to take us to, take me and Jack to. And we're still going to be on this hunt for this ray for him. I thought a ray would have been guaranteed here today, but obviously not. So if you can all go over and go onto Adam's YouTube and subscribe on there, give him some likes. I think this is going to be his first video that he's done as a full video. So yeah, get on over there, support it.